What's up, boys? Today we're going to be trying out a full throwing dagger thief. I wanted to try a hunter with it, but I can't seem to unlock any of the other types of weapons on the other classes with the origins now for some reason. Not sure what's up with that, but it seems like the only way we can get the throwing daggers is by actually going with a thief here. And then since we already have them, I can just take whatever here. I think we'll get the attack speed thing, so we can throw out even more of them, get some light armor there. So yeah, I'm trying to use these, but I just can't seem to get these on Hunter for some reason. I thought we used to be able to do that with the origins. Like, I remember I did a full chaining paladin before with the lunar magic over there. Let's go with a bit of stunning here. I had the lunar magic basic attack, and then I had two of the paladin's advanced attacks, but I can't seem to add any of the basic attacks to anything now for some reason. I don't know why that is. But I've tried on multiple classes. I couldn't do it on Barbarian or Hunter. It just seems like none of the origins are adding the basic attacks now. But the throwing knives are pretty cool, fast attack, tons of energy generated. So that'll be cool, and we're going Fan of Knives since that'll give us even more throwing daggers. Rogue has honestly some of the best defense in the game with the dodge mechanic. It just absorbs an entire hit against you, which seems incredibly powerful, since some boss hits will actually destroy multiple of your lives at the same time, and you can completely avoid that with dodge charges. We can get another dodge charge there and a movement. Here, I think there's a bunch of sun stuff that are great with projectiles, and then moon also can be pretty good. So if we can go all of the same type on one of those, we can later on go for, let's go, probably primal damage here. We can get one of those Eldritch runes for them, which will buff everything up. Let's go here, and see what legendaries we get. Sigil Flames is kind of fun. I don't know if it's that good here. Did that have Lunar? Yes. So we could actually add in Arcane Missiles, and then that will add in some freezing with that. Aura of Judgment, that's either Primal or Lunar. I forget which, but I think it just triggers automatically as you use your power ability. So that would actually fit very nicely, and I think the set bonuses will probably help out a lot with our survivability here. So it's Primal damage every time you use your power attack. Okay, that's pretty good. I think that'll trigger a lot more often as we get our attack speed up, whereas Arcane Missiles just has like a set attack speed. Let's get some piercing here. That will improve our energy generation as we hit more enemies. Man, I need some dodge penetration. And then we're going to grab the rogue passive, Quick Strike I think it is, since that gives you a bunch of extra energy generation as you're attacking with your primary attack. And then we'll have kind of a close range, so there we go, Quick Strike. That actually would be pretty good as well, but it doesn't have energy generation. That does, which is the most fun. So we can get even more of our Fan of Knives out. So we can do one of these up to another legendary that has concentrated shot. I believe that does have some energy generation, but it's long range, won't trigger if you're in melee. Whirlwind actually does kind of fit with the close range build here. It attacks pretty often, and it'll be a similar area to the aura. So we can go, probably piercing will give us the most energy generation later on, as there's a lot of enemies out. I don't know what proc chance works on. I think these are all just like guaranteed things, right? Maybe that works on like the chance to stun on primal damage? I don't know, I'll grab a bit just in case it's decent. The whirlwind effect is actually very good with the chance to stun on primal damage since it hits like 4 times a second. Let's get some more piercing there. And then I guess we'll try and go for the super greed, skip a bunch of them, and then eventually get some more legendary items so we can get more cool passives. It is endless, so we should have a lot of time to get some more items out, hopefully. Attack speeds, get some more of those throwing knives, and then energy generation off of that. And then Quick Strike actually scales with attack speed since it's based on your primary attack. Well, that guy can be stunned, he's screwed. Skip that. And then we'll probably want to put the +1 slot on the movement. So I guess we'll start grabbing some moon stuff here and then see if we can do the thing that improves the moon runes for that one. Let's see, we definitely want that for the primary attack, and then I guess that one would probably be the second one for some mega crits. There's actually an insanely good rogue artifact that gives you a chance to recover a bunch of dodge charges on every primary attack. I don't have that unlocked yet, because you need to grind out a ton of rogue levels with it, or thief I guess it is. So here I want Blade Dash since it generates energy and gives us dodge charges back, damage and survivability. And we can dash through enemies with that now. That guy got wrecked. Ooh, projectile split chance, that sounds cool. So we have Blade Dash. I'll see where that extra slot lands first. Quick Strike, that's the worst one there, rip. We do have to skip that to get as many legendaries as possible. I guess once you get your item rarity chance up high enough, you'd probably just skip the early ones and only try and upgrade blue ones maybe? You could get unlucky and never find any, but that would be way more efficient. Man, I wish I could get the throwing dagger attacks on Hunter. They get a bunch of extra projectiles. I think they still have the attack speed thing that Rogue also has. Let's get the Pierce maxed out. And then I guess we can go ahead and get the Sun Rune thing over here. Yeah, 60%. So can we see what those go up to? 26 and 4. I guess not. I have all of these, so we can just upgrade something cool like projectile split chance. I think there's still a few runes I don't have yet though. So we can get some more moon over here, and we'll probably take energy costs since your power attack is the only one that can even use that. And it'll be even more daggers. Oh, I can't really hit him with my dash. We'll have to dash through the trash mobs to keep the dodge charges up. He moves around too much to consistently hit with that, I guess. Primary attacks deal 1000%. I think that's not going to do anything if we're going for all legendary items, so mega crits it is. Then we'll look for the moon rune improvements here. There we go. Projectile attacks feel like they're actually pretty easy to synergize with those. Oh yeah, we definitely need to get the crit chance up since we have the mega crits now. If we just had one more, I could take the legendary there. So we'll probably want the range thing for this to make it a bit easier to use. Where's that at? I think sun maybe? Yeah, attack reach. So since that's melee, that'll help land it when I'm not in melee, although it should be most of the time here. Oh, and what we could do is we could convert that one to lunar damage, and then get the rune that makes that one freeze, and then we'll have both stunning and freezing for crowd control. Power ability or all damage? I think they're close enough that we'll do that one just in case. I guess we can just dash through and pick up some stuff. I think it was Eldritch, yeah, converted to Lunar. Then we'll be able to get both stunning and freezing. Although that one won't hit as often as all of the throwing daggers, but with the attack speed it should still be plenty enough to get that stacked up. I should probably grab another movement charge at some point if I'm going to be dashing around like that. I mean, another dodge charge, so I can have them stacked up a ton. But I guess those are the same thing here on Rogue. Then we can go for, I think, a Moon Rune to add some chance to freeze on that, now that we have the damage conversion. Critical hit chance, I think, here. Then we have one more for the movements. I'm not sure what we can do here. Chance of stun would be fine, but probably not do a ton. Primordial and Primal, I don't think either of those really matter. I guess we may as well just take a big damage multiplier like crit chance or something. I think the daggers with their insane attack speed will already stun anything that can be stunned here. I'll get one more just to make sure, and that'll make the freeze a lot more consistent since we only have one source of that anyways. Attack force is like knockback. Honestly, those don't seem very good for graders. I guess we can try that. Let's go more crits here, try and help us finish off the Spirit Caravan. attack arc. I don't know if that helps me, but instant attack chance is not bad at least. I feel like that's going to throw the Phantom Knives like in a wider spread and make it hard to actually shotgun with them. So it might actually be bad for this build. Oh, you know, I actually am at like half HP and losing HP. If I never get a source of healing souls on drop, we actually could get a lot of use out of those things based on being at low life. I guess we'll get some more dodge charges just to make sure I finish that one off. Oh, I guess you do heal the full on every level up though. Not the witch smeller. I'm not even a witch. Yeah, if we had like some damage or attack speed based on missing health here, that would be so much damage. Let's go attack speed here. And then try and pull everything away from that stuff so we can actually loot it later on. I don't really care. Honestly, I think I'm going to skip these and build up to the legendary items a bit faster. And then I guess we'll hope to get lucky on a few more so that we can be a bit more efficient by going for the blues then. I might actually want to get some movement recharge now, just so we can always guarantee I can do the blade dashes for the dodge charges. So we'll get a bit of that. Oh, that's the guy where you have to kill something to make him vulnerable, I think? Yeah, the guys with the green HP bars. This one might take a while. Even the guys we have to kill to make them vulnerable are really tanky now. Go a bit more attack speed now. We definitely need some damage, it feels like, for the bosses. All of these. We're using that one, right? Yeah, so that'll be pretty helpful here. Then one of these two. I think the Fan of Knives should be a lot of AoE damage here. Honestly, they both are. Not really sure which is better here. Uh-oh, we're losing dodge charges pretty fast now. Yeah, let's get some more of the recharge there so I can keep refreshing them, hopefully. Oh god, I might be dead actually. I can't really keep up with the number of enemies, Jesus. Well, lots of thieves guild levels at least, so we'll probably have the dodge artifact unlocked after this at least. Please give me some blue items. Actually, I might be close to the end of the run, so I guess we may as well do a double here, see what we get. We could get another whirlwind. None of these complete a set bonus for me. Can I see my current gear here? So we have 2 pieces of that for bonus health. Movement, attack speed, or freezing and crit damage would both be pretty good. Lunar damage there isn't the greatest. That would give me some healing soul, which I might actually want to avoid. I think we'll take the whirlwind then. I want to see if we can get some decent like attack speed or damage. Oh, I just lost a life even with dodge charges, huh? I want to see if we can get some of the soul shards that give those stats, because they would be huge value here. Am I just losing lives from the circle spawning on top of me or something? That seems kind of weird when I have full dodge charges up. I can't even tell what's happening, man. I have full dodge charges. And I don't see anything happening there. I guess dodge doesn't work on something and I'm just going to slowly die to it. Rip. I really dislike this guy's constant healing too, super annoying. It's so hard to hit him with the constant teleports and circles and then constant healing on top of that. stuck on the corner there. Well, at least we managed to get him, but that was a lot of lives lost to something I couldn't even see there. Primal Spine. That's most of our damage. And then if we get a blue, we can still get another legendary at least now. You know, the enemies are kind of really loud in this, huh? When you're hitting them this often. Power. I'm guessing that'll just be like a percentage damage increase as we scale it up. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Thankfully, dodge is really strong. And so is the stun on primal damage as well. It is really hard to hit that guy, even with all the piercing and like splitting and stuff. Finally. If I can just grab that stuff now. Probably primal damage here, I would think. Let's see. Burst. Ooh, quick strike. Did we have a piece of that set, or is it something else? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna take that. Projectile mount's also fun, so yeah. That'll give us more energy generation. And I can't even avoid being in melee range now, even if I wanted to, so it'll always be going off. Is it just me, or does my guy have really bony legs? What is going on over there? They're like so small and skeletal, like... What is that? Savage's loincloth? What is up with that? Oh, I'm an actual skeleton now. Oh, I guess because I lost so many lives, maybe? I don't know. I've never noticed that before as I got close to death. So I guess we get some infinite power scaling now as I get levels. We need a blue to get another one with a current. Ooh, attack speed and projectile pierce? That is really good. I don't think I can even hit the caravan now. There's so many enemies. Yep, see ya. You know, 5.5 projectile pierce sounds like a lot, but with this many enemies, it really isn't that much. Oops. gonna have to try some spells in here that have uncapped targets and see how they work when you have such an insane horde just always alive. He's so fast, man. At least if we have our charges synced up, then he like always goes past me, which buys me some time to get mine back. can get another whirlwind. Does have some decent stats. Those stats aren't the greatest, although Sigil of Flame sounds the most fun. We can get a set bonus and Mark of Shadow. Is that the thing that I got? No, I think it's similar to that though, where it's based on your power attack thing? Can't see it here, so I guess I can't really look at it. Primary attack, something about marking enemies, so it's similar to that. But with a target cap of 5, I guess it's not that great here. Oh god. My movement charges, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I don't know what I can do here. They're just so much faster than me. I can't avoid them, even with all this stun stuff. They're so freaking fast, man. Goodbye. It looks like I'm not really stunning them or freezing them now. So I guess that's probably why. I don't even know what those purple skull things are. But I think we are at the end now. Actually, by going around the very outside, it looks like I'm actually getting my movement charges back. Huh. Guess we have a little bit longer then, until something just randomly takes the life from me. Oh, I think there was a poison puddle hidden under, like, the bottom of the arena there that I ran into. It killed me with the dodge charges. So that's the one, 10% chance to refresh all dodge charges. Each time you dodge, throw 3 shadowy daggers that bounce between enemies, dealing lunar damage. Sounds pretty strong. Although clearly you can also die with dodge charges. I actually didn't know that before, but good to know. Not actually that much for a pretty insane run there. I guess the Pale Desolation thing might actually be better for farming. Pretty good build. I think you might want to have like an uncapped spell instead of the limited projectiles there. We were kind of limited on the number of enemies I could actually hit with that. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.